This video will go over the basics of creating a map in Google My Maps. Once you're at the My Maps website, simply click on Create a New Map. Here you can name your map. I'm going to name mine Practice Map just for today because it is a practice. If you'd like to add a description, you could type it in right here and click Save. Basic things on Google My Maps is you're working with layers. You have an untitled layer as your base and can add layers in the future, but that's for another lesson. You can also share your maps and preview your maps. The toolbar over here, first you have the hand and it says select items. So that's one way you can click and drag the map around. The marker bar is where you want to add a marker for a location. Draw a line is simply drawing a line. Adding directions is if you want to get directions from one place to another place. And the ruler measures distances and area. The other two important buttons are down here. They're essentially the zoom in and the zoom out buttons. The plus sign zooms you in. The minus sign zooms you out. Let's take a look at how you add a marker, location marker, on the map. When you want to look for a certain location, you can simply type the location address in the search box or the name of the location. So if I'm looking for Boston K-8, I can type in Boston K-8 and click search, and it's taking me to the Boston K-8 school. Please make sure that you are at the right spot, so the more specific you are with an address, the better you are, the better off you are. If I want to add this to my map, I simply click on Add to Map. Now there's a couple different things you can do to customize the information. The paint bucket is called Style. It changes the style of the marker. I can click on Style and change the color of my marker, or look at the icons and browse the icon library to see if I can find an appropriate icon. There are shapes, sports and recreation icons, places, transportation, and crisis icons. So if I look under places and see if I can find one that has to do with school, and how do I know it has to do with school? If you just hover over the icon, it will say the word what it's representing. So here's one for school. I click on it, I can tell it's selected, and I click OK. And now my icon is school. You can also change the background of the icon as well by clicking on the colors. The next button is the Edit button. You click on the Edit button if you want to change the name or if you want to type in any information. I teach at this school. Click Save to save it. The camera allows you to add a video or an image to your location. It will let you go out and search. The easiest way to do it is to go to More and do a Google image search. And I'm going to search for Boston K-8 School in Aurora. Once again, when you're searching for locations, being as specific as possible is important because there could be another Boston school, for example, in Boston. I click on my search bar and there's pictures from Boston School. I can simply click on the picture I want and click on Select. If I want to trash the picture, not use it, I can click on the garbage can. If I want to add another picture, I can click on the plus sign and add another picture. Simply click on Save to save your changes. This button is for directions to this location. We'll deal with that later. And if you decide you don't want this location anymore, you simply click on delete. So those are the basics of adding a marker and get the tools for My Maps.